That's really fascinating, something to watch next year. PK, you had this great story over the weekend that I got to bring up about Liz Cheney, who is another fascinating figure in politics right now, one of the most outspoken critics of Donald Trump and the Republican Party. So, what is Liz Cheney up to in 2024? What is she trying to do?
Um, she helped. She essentially gave up a career that seemed to be on the rise um, about 3 years ago after the Capitol attack, and you know, made her mantra. Her focus was on going after Trump, who she believed, had completely subjugated democracy and in an attempt to overthrow a legitimate election that Joe Biden clearly won. Um, and that made her persona non grata among House Republicans. She had already risen up to the number three leadership position just under McCarthy and Steve Scalise. And then they kicked her out a few months later. And then she lost her primary in August of 2022. So she's freed from the sort of the bonds of Congress. And a lot of people have been wondering: is she going to run for president? Is she going to? She's stoked a lot of interest by saying she might run a third party contest. She's not really happy where Biden and Democrats are right now. But deep down, the one thing she's really committed to is campaigning against House Republicans, her own her own former caucus, where she was a member for 6 years. She doesn't believe that they will stand up to Trump. She believes that should several different possibilities. One, Trump could contest the election if he loses again, and if House Republicans are in the majority, they won't be able to stand up to him if he truly lost. She also worries that there's a chance that one of these third party candidates that are already out there might win a state, might deny Trump and Biden 270 electoral votes. That's the bare minimum to win. And in that case, the election goes to the House of Representatives, and they have to decide who becomes president. And each state gets to cast one vote in which all of their delegation members vote as one. And if you have a majority of Democrats in a state, like California, an overwhelming Democratic state, it only counts as one vote. Wyoming, where Liz Cheney represented for 6 years, counts as one vote, even though they have one member. So she's very concerned about that makeup and that dynamic. And she wants to sort of target quite a few races in which the state delegations might also be tipped as a way to sort of deny Trump a path back to power in that way, that fashion.